What is going on YouTube? Espresso Shucko here, and today we are going for part 2 of this Coalossal Great Tusk Iron Bundle team. So, we're going to hit it up. We're going to try to continue to have a little bit more goodness with Coalossal, see how we can make out with it. Great Tusk left us on a high note for the end of the last video here. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend go watch the second match of that video for sure. So, anyways, don't really have much else to build on to that, so let's just jump right on into the matches. Okay, we have a team of King Gambit, Hariyama, Torkoal, Meowscarada, Farigiraf, not Girafarig, and Dragonite. So, that screams hard Trick Room. I really like my Brute Bonnet. I really do. Farigiraf is going to be the main Trick Room setter, most likely. It could be Meowscarada. It really could be. I kind of like the idea of being able to try to go Coalossal. Now, if they go Hariyama, they could fake out Iron Bundle, and that throws everything to the garbage. So maybe what we'll do instead is we'll maybe go Bonnet for Spore into the Hariyama slot, maybe. I think we might lead Great Tusk and Bonnet. Maybe Torkoal in the back, and maybe even Coalossal in the back. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do, because we have the Ice Spinner on Great Tusk for things like Dragonite and Terrain, so we're not completely walled out by Dragonite there. Now, I really do think I probably should have Power Gem on Coalossal, because Dragonite does hard wall Coalossal, unfortunately. And I did like the idea of the Solar Beam tech, but I'm thinking I might switch it back to Power Gem. I think I'm going to keep the Earth Power, though. I might get rid of the Solar Beam and put Power Gem back on it. But, okay, so what do I think's going on here? I think we're going to Rage Powder the Dragonite, and I think we're going to Ice Spinner, because I'm pretty sure there's a Flower Trick and Extreme Speed coming my way for Great Tusk, unfortunately. So, let's see. I can't pull away Flower Trick, but I can at least pull away Dragonite's move. So, I am Focus Sashed at least, which is nice. Also, that wasn't enough to KO. That's really good to know. All right. Not enough to KO Dragonite, but that's fine. We got a crit, which is nice. They're going to go for their own Ice Spinner into my Bonnet. So, I think we're going to Sucker Punch the Dragonite. I think we're going to protect Great Tusk. Yeah. I think that's a good idea here. Now, they go Extreme Speed. I'm kind of... Yeah. I'm up the creek. Long story short, I'm up the creek. So. Let's see. Alrighty. Sucker Punch should be enough from this range to take out the Dragonite. So, let's see. Is it enough? It is enough. Okay, thank you, Brute Bonnet, for having more. Did I just see that flashed as a crit? It might have. Okay, so you went Flower Trick into my Tusk. That's fine. I think what we might do, I think we're going to Sucker Punch the Meowscarada to try to break a Focus Sash. Oh, there's Fake Out. There's Fake Out pressure there now. Okay. New plan. We're going to try to Spore the Hariyama. And we're going to try to bring in... Do I want to try to bring in Torkoal, or do I want to try to bring in Coalossal? They're both bad options. I think I'll get a safer switch option into Torkoal at least, because if they just tried to go double into Tusk, that's not good. But hey, maybe what we can do is maybe we'll be faster than the Hariyama. Maybe they don't fake out my Brute Bonnet. Maybe they went for the Tusk slot. Nah, who am I kidding? They went for the Bonnet, but that's all right. Torkoal is going to live this, no problem. So now I can't go for the Spore because they do have their Flame Orb, but what we could do is we can Rage Powder away whatever Hariyama wants to do, and we can go for the Eruption. We'll get big damage. It's Guts because it's running Flame Orb, so we don't have to worry about Thick Fat. Hariyama is bulky, hence why Iron Hands is also bulky, but let's see what we can do with the Eruption. So, yeah. I still haven't seen a Focus Sash on Meowscarada, but I feel like it's probably a Focus Sash on the Meowscarada. Now, I do lose my Citrus Berry, unfortunately. That's a wee bit concerning, but let's see. They did just lower their special defense with the close combat, so this might be fine. Oh, that was glorious. Okay. Okay. Now, I think what we're going to do here, we can bring in Coalossal. I think we Tera Fire, and we go for the Heat Wave. Actually, if we protect on both of them, Hariyama should go down to its own burn. I think that's what we'll do. We'll use Coalossal as bait, and we'll use Torkoal as bait too. We'll go for the Protect on each of them here. There's no Trick Room on the field, so I don't have to worry necessarily about Hariyama. Well, yes, I kind of do, because Torkoal and Coalossal are both so slow. But, silver lining, we don't have to worry about Hariyama being that fast compared to Great Tusk. Oh, that's nice. Nice, okay. So you're going to go down to a useless wide card. They went for Coalossal. Okay, yeah, makes sense. So, depending on who their last Mon is. Oh, they did not go down, by the way. Whoops, okay. I think we Solar Beam into Meowscarada. Yeah, I think we Solar Beam into Meowscarada, and we kind of have to double into it, but at the same time, my opponent might have Protect on their Meowscarada, so maybe what we'll do is we'll go for the Solar Beam into Meowscarada, which is terrible sounding, but it is what it is, because they do have the Wide Guard, so I don't want to deal with Heat Wave missing, but Hariyama is going down unless they switch, which is nice. I kind of wish I had a chance to get a little bit of chip into Meowscarada. So they do Protect with it. Makes sense. They have to Protect with it. So, Guts is going to be scary with Hariyama, but it's not the end of the world. Coalossal lives. Okay, that's fine. I don't think Meowscarada has what it takes to KO Torkoal with a knockoff. I don't think so, but we'll have to double check, because what my opponent might have in the back is they might even have their own Torkoal. Yeah, okay, it's their own Torkoal. Now, let's see, who... actually, Coalossal is going to be faster than my Torkoal. No, my Torkoal has the better defense. So, what I gotta do is I gotta try to at least get rid of their Meowscarada. And they did just go for Protect here too, so let's see. They saw the Clear Smog, so this is going to be Torkoal. Makes sense. Tera Fire. I do like seeing that. If we get Meowscarada off the field, we bring in Great Tusk, we go for the Headlong Rush, and we just hit this thing as hard as we can. So they couldn't take us out. We get our Earth Power off into Meowscarada. Earth Power into Torkoal would have been really nice, but I was scared Meowscarada was going to take out Coalossal with Flower Trick with a guaranteed crit. Now, this is the scary part because they are at full HP. And I'm guaranteed to take a special defense drop from Headlong Rush. So they do lose the Sun on this turn, but look how low my Great Tusk is. Great Tusk the Worn Out definitely fits here, that's for sure. But let's do it. Let's go for that Headlong Rush and see how much damage we do. Oh no. Oh no. That was so close. Yeah. What? That was a crit. Okay. All right, we got this. We do got this. Go Great Tusk. Yeah, all right. We just did that much damage to Eruption. I mean, we did luck out that the Sun wasn't on the field, and if the Sun was still on the field and there was only the one turn, the safer play there would have been to go for Protect. So I do have to keep that in mind, but I'm very happy with how that worked out. Good game to my opponent. Okay, we have a Mimikyu, Talonflame, Dragonite, Iron Bundle, Glamora, and Iron Thorns. Alright, I'm cool with the Iron Thorns. Also, hello, Noelle. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, so, what do we want to do? Glamora can be a little bit scary because it can set up Toxic Spikes when it takes damage. On the off chance that it's Corrosion, it can poison pretty much anything, but that said, I have no Steel types on this team or Poison types, so Corrosion wouldn't matter too much. Okay, so Talonflame can be a problem because of Tailwind. Dragonite with Extreme Speed could be bad too. Do I want to play to the Trick Room angle to this? Kind of, but kind of not, because they're kind of all over the place a little bit. I think we'll bring the Brute Bonnet. Yeah, I think we'll bring Brute Bonnet and Tusk. And then from there, I think maybe what we'll do is we'll bring Screamtail in the back. And then I think we'll bring Torkoal. I think we're going to leave Coalossal at home. I think Coalossal and Iron Bundle are going to stay at home for this one. I think we're going to try to play the Screamtail Trick Room route. Now, Screamtail here does have both screens. It has Psychic Fangs for a little bit of chip damage so that it's not taunt bait. We also have a Mental Herb on Screamtail too to keep in mind. So I'm hoping what I can do here is I can maybe try to get some screens up. That's a beautiful shiny, by the way. So let's see. I kind of want to Rage Powder. And I kind of want to Ice Spinner the Talonflame to break its Gale Wings. Yeah, let's go from there. Now, Glamora does have a good special attack stat, so I do have to be weary of what it might want to do to my... Okay, I'm good with that. I am very good with that. Good tech on the Spiky Shield, though. I may have mentioned that in my own discussion video about Glamora, like back prior to Series 2 starting. They now have Tailwind. Okay, so even if I break Gale Wings, not the end of the world now. Also, that was really good damage in the Talonflame. Yeah, okay, cool. I think we're going to Sucker Punch Talonflame, and I think what we're going to do, unless they try to double up into Great Tusk, I think we're going to just try to get rid of Glamora and Sucker Punch the Talonflame. We'll go from there. This Brute Bonnet has no attack investment, though, unfortunately. But we do have raw damage at least. Now, does Glamora have a Focus Sash to ensure it sticks around a second turn? Okay, no Will-O-Wisp. Okay, yep. That's fine. That will break my Focus Sash, unfortunately, but Headlong Rush is still going to be 4 times super effective. Also, did Mortal Spin hit? Oh, I didn't realize that's a spread move. Oh. Oh, that's really good to know. Okay. It doesn't affect... Oh, I think they're Air Balloon. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Not the end of the world. So, what we can do here, we're going to Spore you. And we're going to try to get a little bit of chip into you so that we can eventually do get rid of you when you do go for an attack, so that we can hit you with Sucker Punch. Okay, I really did not know that Mortal Spin is a spread move. Alright, that's good to know. That's fine. I can always Bullet Seed the Glamora as well. I don't think I want to. Well, I can't now anyways. I'm dead. But I was going to say, I don't know how Bullet Seed interacts with toxic debris, so that is a thing too. Okay, so we've just got the Torkoal in the back. So I think they're going to go for the Mortal Spin. So maybe what we can do here is we can maybe look into going for Trick Room. And we'll go for the Ice Spinner into the Talonflame. Now Screamtail is fast, so that is one thing to be a little bit weary of. But we're going to take this no problem. Oh yeah, we took that no problem. Alright, they're just going to go straight Venoshock into my Screamtail. That's fine. Talonflame is gone. Alright. We're going to get our Trick Room. Then I think what we could even do is... we could Psychic Fangs, but I don't want to necessarily pop that Air Balloon just yet. Yeah. Torkoal is going to have to be the one to Dynamax... or not Dynamax, Terastallize. Okay, Iron Thorns. Alright. Well... at least we know that you're 4 times weak to ground until you Terastallize, but hey, let's go for the Headlong Rush. This is not a good matchup for Torkoal in the end game, but hey, let's see what we can do. Yeah. Screamtail is the fastest thing on the field, meaning it's going to be the last thing to go. I actually kind of did my opponent a big favor by setting the Trick Room now that I'm thinking about it. That said. Okay. Yep. Yep. Terraflying makes sense. Terrifying, more like it. Well, there's Wild Charge. But at least we get Torkoal in the back. Alright. So. Here's what we could do. We're going to Terastallize. We're going to go for the Eruption. They have yet to poison Torkoal, which is nice. Glamora is going to live this because it does resist the fire. But we do at least get an attack boost. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to Eruption. And we'll Ice Spinner into the Iron Thorns. Now this thing is faster than regular Tyranitar too, which isn't much because I'm pretty sure Great Tusk is still faster than Iron Thorns, but at least we know it's not going to be jumping ahead of Torkoal anytime soon. So, see how much damage we do here. It does have less special defense than T-Tar, so that is kind of handy. There's the air balloon popping. We're going to take a Rock Slide. Not great for Torkoal. But let's see. No, Tusk does not live. Okay. Tusk, unfortunately, does not live that. Yeah, okay. That said, I'm really impressed with my opponent with the Glimmora here, so I got no problem going for this. I did lose, unfortunately, because they're going to Earth Power Torkoal, and I'm not going to live this. But at least we do get to take out the Iron Thorns. The crit might have mattered on that one. After all, based off what we saw with the Great Tusk taking the crit off the other one, it might have mattered. Yeah, anyways, that's game, unfortunately. We don't get to see the last one my opponent has, but that's okay. New tech to keep in mind, Mortal Spin is a spread move, not a single target like I thought it might have been. And yeah, anyways. What could I have done differently there? I probably could have brought Coalossal, ironically enough. Coalossal and Delibird. Or not Delibird, Iron Bundle. I could have gone for the flip turn and tried to have broken Talonflame's Sash with Heat Wave, which is kind of questionable, so maybe not the best idea. I could have gone flip turn right into Talonflame. Maybe I could have gone I could have gone Brute Bonnet and Bundle, flip turned off of the Talonflame, spored the Talonflame. That probably would have been for the best. And then I probably could have gotten in Torkoal or Great Tusk. Could have done that too. Anyways, like I said, good game to my opponent. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed watching those matches there. Game 1, we got to play Trick Room without actually using Trick Room because, you know, neither one of us wanted to give it to the other. But hey, that's alright. We got to deal with some shenanigans with Hariyama. Luckily, we got to whittle their HP down. They tried to go for a wide guard, anticipating a Heat Wave off Coalossal, because, you know, Coalossal doesn't necessarily need the Iron Bundle setup to actually do what it needs to do. But hey, it worked out good. We boiled it down to Coalossal and Torkoal versus Torkoal and Meowscarada. Meowscarada had a Focus Sash. Coalossal got rid of that. Unfortunately, Torkoal got to take out both my Torkoal and Coalossal, but Great Tusk came in. We got to slam that into next Tuesday, brought it down to 1 HP, and we got to find out what happens when a -1 special defense Great Tusk with a little bit of bulk takes an eruption off a terrestrialized Tera Fire Torkoal without Sun, and it actually kind of ends up good, because, you know, it had something like 1 HP when it hit me. I was really expecting that game to be a loss, but hey, it worked out. Game 2, my opponent played that really, really nicely. We got to see Glimmora. I got to learn things about Glimmora. For one, Mortal Spin. Thought that was just a Rapid Spin clone. Nope, it's a spread move. Wish I had known that in advance. But hey, my opponent played that really good with the support Talonflame, with the Taunt and Will-O-Wisp. Unfortunately, my Great Tusk just did not do anything there. I really should have gotten Great Tusk out of there before watching Talonflame burn it, but a little bit too little too late. Unfortunately, I should have also called the Tera Flying on Iron Thorns, but it is what it is. We got to get rid of the Iron Thorns at least. We boiled it down to Glimmora and whatever the last mon was. Unfortunately, we did lose, but hey, you win some, you lose some. It's all about a learning experience and getting better from your mistakes. So anyways, on that happy note, guys, I will see you next time.